Oh, there's a Cayman. I always like seeing people winning in life. A little Porsche Cayman. It's not like any special edition. Oh, it's a Cayman S. It's pretty nice. I tend not to like, you know, I don't know. I watched a video about, I think it's from Donut Media. I watched the video where they were explaining why um, car paint colors are so boring. And it was uh, it was a little depressing. You see, like, the majority of cars on the road are either gray silver, or white or black. It'd just be so much cooler if it wasn't that way. But anyway, I'm really excited about the Talking Shit podcast and the kind of week that we had. It definitely inspires me to want to create more content. Definitely inspires me to want to make more content. McLaren, how you doing? Yo, McLaren, really nice to see you. And yes, um, it's been a really good week. It was really nice to have. It was really nice to have Louis Rossman appear on my podcast, and I was just happy that he made his appearance because he was really passionate on the topic. But it's even better that um, that he shared it. I don't know where he shared it, but I mean, we got over 1,200 views on a podcast episode. Like, that's crazy. The podcast went a whole lot longer than we intended, and we had to cut out a segment. We had to cut out a segment, and and it was still a lot longer. I think that we intended for the episode to last 1 hour, to do 3 segments totaling up to 1 hour. We got 2 segments. It was like 2.5 hours. And to get people, to get people, interested in the topic, and to have the panelists that we had on expressing themselves the way they did, it was just really awesome. I really enjoyed the conversations that we had on the show, um, and the support that we got. Hasn't been uploaded. It was live on YouTube on the Talking Shit. So search for us. Also, if you put this in the search bar, you'll find us on YouTube. So, I would love to know there. The original episode is still up there. It is the latest TSP, which is TSP number 38. Should men be canceled for having preferences? If you want to follow us on the other socials, you know, you can do that too. But it was a really, really good episode, and really, really proud of everybody. Whether or not we agree, it's really not the. Oh yeah, you're in Europe, right? You know, whether we agree or not, um, is immaterial. Is that we want to have we want to tear down the concept of the echo chamber. I really don't like echo chambers. And we didn't have that. People were challenging people's positions on different topics. Oh yeah, you're in the UK. Yep. Also, McLaren, I don't know, like if you were like into MMA, but on most MMA weekends, is that a GTR? That's a GTR. You almost never see GTRs. If I had to be seen, if I had to be seen in a Nissan, I would want it to be a GTR. It is really that GTR. I don't know. They keep it really clean too, so um, yeah, that GTR looks really really nice. It looks like I realize what the GTR looks like. It looks like the big brother of the 350Z or the 370. But yeah, this week of content, I'm really proud of my co-host, Captain Paul. He's been rejuvenated. He's been galvanized. He made an appearance on I Didn't Read Your Book podcast last night. Um, really proud of Paul. Had a black 350Z a few years ago. Poor man's GTR. Yeah, but it looks really nice. The thing about Nissans is that Nissans always look nice, but from what I understand, they don't feel nice. I'm really proud of my wife. She drove today. And she drove herself to work by herself. And she made it there. I'm so proud of her. You know, I have, a thing about quality, a mantra that my father kind of put in my head when I was young. Thank you. And, Nissans are, like they always, the outer shell always looks stylish. But the internals are disappointing. I mean, they're like the hot chick who's stupid. Now, some guys don't care. As long as she's hot, that's all they care about, right? I'm just not one of those guys. There's got to be some substance behind it. Nissan Micra doesn't look good, man. But that GTR, it does look good. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my God, F1. Oh my God, man. I have, this mantra my dad put in my head, buy quality now and you don't have to replace it later. When I look at cars, I'm not like getting the cheapest, metal box on wheels I can find, God damn. Well, my wife is in the Mercedes today and she didn't fuck it up. Jimmy Dean has made himself known. Oh my God, man. You guys are something else. Oh my God. Oh, there's a new batch of Beamers. There is a Mini Cooper convertible there in like this really cool yellow. I'm gonna pull over to the side here right quick. Talk to you guys for a little bit before I take the car in. Oh, she's got a mini convertible now. I want you guys to see this mini convertible right up. If I get my dumbass head out of the way, look at that shit. Trying to get my head out of the way. Look at that mini convertible, y'all. Look at that shit. I was just trying to get my big ass head out the way. What pair of sunglasses goes best with that car, fits your personality? Well, I got these sunglasses from Oliver Peoples. And I actually kind of like these. They're polarized, and they were blue. Let me tell you a little bit of a story, McLaren. In 2003, I was one of the 40% of Americans who were homeless and employed. I was working for a Fortune 50 company, and I was homeless at the same time. I worked really hard at my job. I really worked to be the best that I could be, but it wasn't enough to get me out of homelessness. I had to get help from another employee who was he was in management level, but I had to get help from him in order to get out of homelessness. And when I would walk to work every day from the train station, from the subway, there were a couple of Mini Coopers that would be parked on 42nd Street going west, for those that know New York City. And I used to fantasize about one day being able to get a Mini Cooper, because I just thought it was just the coolest little square, cute little thing. And here am I'm a homeless man thinking, I'm dreaming of a Mini Cooper, much like that one I just showed y'all. So even though I drive cars that are, a couple of steps above the Mini Cooper holds a very special place for me. Because I remember those days. I remember those days. And those some very, very difficult days, let me tell you. But I can still appreciate the Minis, It doesn't hurt that they are supported by BMW. I think that's an M4. Is that an M4? Or is that just a 4 Series? It's hard to tell. I have really good eyesight, but nah, that's a 430i. Yeah, that's a 430i. A little coupe. But anyway, I remember those days, and I'm always grateful. I'm always thankful for where I sit. And now, I'm looking at the Talking Shit podcast, and we got our first podcast episode with 1,000 viewers. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. That is so crazy to me. And I know our next podcast is only going to get 28 viewers, but it's really, really nice. It's really, really nice to work so hard to produce something on a topic that really spoke to me. It spoke to everybody on the panel. And to have people actually watch it and think about how these subjects impact them in life, it fills me with a tremendous amount of pride. It really does. And you know what, McLaren? Yeah. You know, my ancestors dug a massive hole, for my parents, and my parents were already in the hole, and then they just kind of shitted me out into the hole they were already in. So yeah, you were in your 20s in '03. When I went into homelessness, I was 19. I was 19 when I became homeless. Uh, Even back then, I couldn't imagine being that young and dealing with New York City prices. Yeah, even if decently employed, stay strong. Sometimes it's nice to reflect on the past. And you know what? It also makes sure that we, um, um, it makes sure that we stay humble. It could get real easy to just start thinking that you're better than other people. You know, I just it's just awesome. Joe Rogan. He's made deep conversation popular 15 years ago. But I think that in the attempt to cancel him, they actually boosted his importance and his recognition in modern society. So I mostly agree with that. Steve, we didn't go live yesterday, but definitely check out the last live that we did, which was the day before yesterday. Check out episode 38. Um, and again, always thank you for coming by. But I don't know. Like I feel like this project is heading somewhere. It's different. It's good to know that you have an idea that you think is workable, but it's different when you actually see it work in practice. When you see it work in reality. Huh? Yeah. They only have two trim levels, which is like the S30 and the M40. Yeah. So it's not a full on M car. It's an M performance model. So you'll see it all over BMW, where instead of it just being like the M4, it'd be the M440i or the M850i. Right. Right. So that's like the middle between their regular models and the full on M cars that have that right in the middle, but they don't have an M version of this car. So this is the top that they have for the Z. So it's the M Performance, and you know why? You know why that opinion means so much to me? Because of how you dress. If you dress like that and you say it's fly, that God damn it, I know. Yeah, a lot of it's like navy or gray or white or black. Is it a Beamer? Then I know that blue. Yeah, it's almost like a sea blue. 22. You know, BMW would do so much better if they let people know the car exists. Because everywhere I go, everybody loves this car, but nobody knew it existed because they don't advertise it. No. Yeah. It is like I
top dropped already, huh?
Yo, anytime it's above 50 degrees, the top comes down. Like,
I got called my partner yesterday, right? You know, update I'm on, right?
yeah.
I called him yesterday, it was 80 degrees. I said, yo, you driving your car? He said, look, I said, you got the top down? Yeah, you know, okay. Because he wasn't up on 850. He wasn't up on it, right? Because he's a Beamer man, and he stopped at the regular 650.
Right, but they don't make the 650 anymore. But what they're doing is they're going to cancel the 850. They're going to cancel the 8 and the 4, and they're going to bring back the 6 and just combine the two.
Oh, okay.
But I can't do it because they got the grill looks like long butt cheeks on the front. I can't do it.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah, I seen that one on that grill.
Yeah, I can't. That shit is terrible. Yeah, it. This is the reasonable. This is the reason why. There's several reasons why I went with this model. But I can't deal with the long butt cheeks.
Okay.
Can't do it.
Okay. What made you get this color? Because this is like
I'm a Mets fan and I'm a Rangers fan. So when I spec'd out the vehicle, I was like, well, they call it lava red, but it kind of looks orangey and it kind of looks red.
Right.
So if I go to the Mets game, it fits. Okay. If I go to the Rangers game, it fits.
I got
you. My guy at the Mercedes dealership, because I have a GLE 450, and he was like, when he looked at it, he was like, oh, those are Superman colors. And he's the second person to say that to me. And I didn't even think of it that way. But when you think about it, it's like, yeah, like this is kind of like that Superman. So I don't know. I might do something.
What you got on it to shine? It just comes to shine. But I'm saying you put anything on it.
Well, my valet guy here, he takes care of both of my cars.
Okay.
So he said, let me, do the seal it and the protect it. I paid him some extra money. He just took care of it.
Okay. Yeah, it's shining. It's definitely shining.
He just tells me what my car needs and how much he wants me to pay, and then I pay him the money. Yep. They make sure it's clean. They make sure it's protected. Yep. Yep. You know how I knew I did the right thing? I exist to white people, though.
Okay.
Like, normally I'm invisible.
Right, I got that.
And like, the dude pulls up next to me on the Brooklyn Bridge in a MAGA truck. I thought he was going to throw a Confederate flag at me. Nope. I'm over here bumping the locks mad loud. And he didn't care. He was still like, no hate. It was all love. I was like, yeah, we got this. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm seeing now some dudes like yourself is coming out in New York with black color. Not the ordinary white. My shit is white, right? But this is black color.
I have like one of the fancy metallic whites on my other car.
Okay.
And it looks like pearl, especially when the sun hits it. It's not your what they call it, alpine white. Right? And it's my first car was a Beamer. It was an X5. It was gray.
Okay.
My second car that I had was a black Mercedes, and then my third car was a white Mercedes.
Okay.
So this time I was just like, I really wanted a Porsche Boxster, but they didn't have any.
Okay.
But when I went and looked, and I looked at the 4 Series, and then and it had the long butt cheeks on the front, and then I looked at the 8 Series, and it had the middle-aged white woman ass on it on the front too. I was just like, nah. So I went to go look at I was looking at maybe getting the M240i, the 2 Series. But that car is a little bit too big for what I think the 2 Series should be. And I just scrolled on the website. I was like, oh, all the way at the end is a Z. That's my car right there. So that would be my recommendation. The fear is that they're going to cancel this car by 2025 because they don't sell very many of them, because they don't advertise them at all. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen because I'd love to get a Z, a future Z, even if it's electric. I think I would like want to try. But I think that they did themselves like a massive disservice by not letting anybody know this car exists. That's really the main problem.
My partner, he joined in 2019, right? He didn't see no real difference.
Nah. That like BMW is like right in the middle of like um, a generation cycle.
Right.
You give it next year to like between 2023 and 2026, you're going to see either full refreshes or you're going to see a lot of these cars disappear. A lot of them, they're not going to be selling them anymore.
Like with the Jaguars like they XJL models.
Well, a lot of the sedans are going the way of the dodo bird because everybody's insisting on SUVs.
Right.
But one of the reasons that they're insisting on SUVs is because they don't know any of these cool cars exist. If they knew it, maybe they would get it. So. Yeah, the manager right here at this garage, he takes care of everything. Yeah, he takes care of everything. Right here. Yep. I work in Chelsea. I just moved from Brooklyn in November. Yeah, I was in Bedford-Stuyvesant. You're like close to Broadway? Yeah, I was on Lexington Avenue. So not far from Broadway. It is, but it's way more convenient living in this neighborhood than living in Brooklyn. So my wife, she does like tech stuff, and she works for a university. She can just get right here on the West Side Highway, and it's like 15 minutes. So even though it costs more money to live here, you make more money in terms of peace of mind and economic opportunity. So I'm a personal trainer, right? Yeah. I work for a company that provides the personal training services to this building and that building and the rich people on the other side. So most of my work I do private, and it's just right there in Chelsea. So when I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it takes me 9 minutes to get, instead of 29 minutes or 59 minutes or 109 minutes if the traffic is really bad. So it makes it like you make less money by being in a place where it costs less to live, technically speaking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So. I'm hoping I could upgrade in the future, though. But for right now, I'm chilling. Yeah. 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 They had like some other variant of black. They had a different variant of black for the cover, but it kind of looked like Ashy Larry. And I was just like, no, I don't think I'll do that. I'll just stay with the flat black. And then it kind of matches with the wheels. Like I spec'd everything out in this car. So I wanted everything to kind of tie in together for something that meant something. The only thing I didn't get is my touchscreen. I didn't get the touchscreen here because they had the part shortage.
So you got a holder for your phone?
It's a magnetic. Yeah, I just kind of put it on there, just like that.
The whole back piece and everything came with it, like
Nah. This is something that I bought. You
bought that?
Yeah.
From Amazon?
No, I got it from Best Buy.
Oh, you got it from Best Buy?
They do sell it on Amazon.
Okay, you got it from Best Buy.
Yeah, but I don't like shopping on Amazon.
Okay, and that is attached to what? But I like the way, you got that makes it so much easier to keep your phone.
So I have a metal plate on the inside of this here, right here.
Oh, okay. All right, you got that from Best Buy, you got that attached.
Yeah, so I put a metal plate in here,
Right.
and the metal plate sticks here. Yeah.
That's cool.
So.
Yeah, that's cool. I want my partner was up there. Cause like I say, boy, yo,
I'm out. I'm around all the time.
All right,
I'm around all the time.
Shit about your joint?
Do you watch YouTube?
Do I watch YouTube? That's the yeah, I watch YouTube.
Yo, check out my channel. I'm streaming right now. I stream when I drive.
You know what, man?
I'm live right now.
How do that work? Maybe one day. I don't understand the full, ramification of how that goes. And I got a young dude that I was working with. He was saying, "Yo, you should put your car on YouTube."
Yeah.
But I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to go about it.
Well, so I pay for a service where how do I say this? I pay for a service where I get to stream as long as I can access the account. I can stream, right? So like they have like a free version of StreamYard. You access your account through like a web browser, and you give it a microphone and camera permission. So when the camera is facing you, and it has access to your microphone, you can just go live, just like that. Like right now, I'm streaming right now.
So for individual viewing this, right?
Yeah.
You get money for that?
Well, my channel is small,
right?
But it's growing a little bit by a little bit.
I'm with you.
So as the channel grows, they give you more options to monetize,
right?
And then that's where I'm angling towards. So I have a podcast on YouTube as well, and I also do like my own little thing on by myself. So people that want to talk to me, or I do like a stream of consciousness type of thing.
Okay.
I talk about like current events. I talk about stuff going on in the world.
Right.
And people just like, I have people just kind of just responding to what I'm saying. We're just kind of having a conversation.
So you say you're streaming right now?
Yeah,
right?
I'm live right now.
So people looking at you
right now. Like, look, I'm live right now.
I see that. Okay. So
Yeah.
they hear you too?
Yeah. Yep. Like they're responding to this conversation right now. Yep. It's
Okay.
the world has changed a lot.
Right. I gotta learn how that goes. I gotta learn how to configure that, man.
Yeah.
Word.
I use a service called StreamYard.
So how long did you keep that on there?
Well, normally my streams only last about 15 to 20 minutes since I live so close.
Okay.
So I normally do my live stream when I'm coming home from the gym.
Okay.
So on my podcast, a more famous YouTuber appeared on my channel.
Okay.
And we got over 1,000 views on our latest podcast episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just kind of talking about that, and then I got one of my viewers was like, "Hello," and just kind of talking about, because it's kind of a celebratory week. My co-host of my podcast did a video on our channel, and we got, I think, like 3,300 views on it. And we're really small. We only have like 189 subscribers. We're trying to build it up. So to get, over 3,000 views on the video, to get, for our full length podcast, which is like 2.5 hours long, to get, I think my last check, we had like 1,300 views on a 2.5 hour show. That's big for us because we're tiny. Like, we're trying to become relevant, but we're irrelevant, right? I co-host a different show on another platform that I actually get paid to do. And we don't even get that many views most times. So it's really exciting. But you can make a lot of money on YouTube. And the thing is, I'm just going to be like real with you, right? You're a black man in his 50s, right? You have a certain experience in life. I could tell you lived some life. I could see it in your eyes, right? Right? Black men are starting to be heard, especially on YouTube. You ever heard of Kevin Samuels?
I think so.
He blew up on YouTube.
I heard of that name. Right.
Yeah. like he's infamous for the whole average at best, when the chick with the 2 kids who was like average looking, talking about she want a man that makes $200,000-300,000 a year, and he's like, but you're average at best. Like, why should you get that?
Okay.
And you know, of course, they say, oh, you hate women and blah blah blah. But the thing is, the voice of black men, they're really starting to get heard now.
Okay.
So our experiences, especially dealing with corporate America, dealing with women, particularly black women in some cases, you know, black voices are really starting to be heard. So a person with your life experience, you can get on there and get a following.
So how do you get on YouTube?
You make an account. You just make an account.
So you call YouTube and you make
No,
an account?
you just go on youtube.com and you make an account.
YouTube.com.
Yeah. Yeah, you just go right. You can download it on your phone. Yeah, like I said, I'm on YouTube right now. Let me get my other phone, so you know what I'm talking about here. Do you use a smartphone?
No, I got an Android.
It's a smartphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, look, I'm live. It's showing me live right now. You download the app, and you create an account. Yeah.
.com?
Yeah, youtube.com. Or you go on your Android. Your Android has YouTube on it already.
Right. Yeah, I'll be looking at it. I listen to rap music all the time.
You can make an account and then you can create content on it.
Okay.
They allow you to do that.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, mobile is harder. If you don't have any following at all, they don't let you stream on mobile, but you can make videos and you can just post it to your channel. I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years. So I have the ability to do that. Also, I pay for a service that streams directly to YouTube. I don't go to YouTube to stream directly through YouTube. I go through a third-party service to do so.
Okay.
Right?
So, question. Right, go on YouTube. How much is I'm paying for that?
If you just make an account, you pay $0. And as you build the following, you can end up getting paid to create content. See, YouTube is owned by Google. Google makes their money via advertisement, right? So if you're creating content and then people like your content and they're watching, and there's a commercial that plays before your video, Google makes money because you made content. So when you get to a certain amount of followers, they allow you to create an AdSense account. And through AdSense, you could then connect a bank account to it. So when you make your content, and depending on how much a certain advertiser wants to pay to advertise on the front end of your video, you'll get, a cent. You'll get like 10 cents for every 100 views. You'll get $1 for every 1,000 views that you generate, right? Which is why it's so. Yo, what up, Emeka? How you doing, buddy? Happy Friday. Thank you for coming through. So once you get to once you get your account monetized, because that's what they call it, like when your account becomes monetized, depending on how many people are watching, and the AdSense account that you make and the bank account you tie it to, there are people that make 10, 30, some people make 7 figures a month creating content. They don't charge you to do it. You're helping them out by creating the content that people come to their platform to watch. And so if people watch your content on their platform, they're selling advertisement on the front end of your content. That's how the money is made. Because people aren't really watching TV like they used to. Most people are watching YouTube. So you can make money on YouTube. You can make real money on YouTube.
So go on YouTube and
create an account first.
Right, you create an account, and you tell them your life, you tell them your experience.
You can make content on whatever the fuck you want. It's that simple. Like my guy Emeka here, right? He came to my channel because I used to stream Call of Duty. So I would play Call of Duty online.
Okay.
and I would stream it live. When I first got on YouTube, I was recording gameplay from multiplayer. And then I would just kind of put my commentary on it and talk about whatever I wanted to, and I would just put the video up. And then people would find out about it. They would either like the way I play or they like the way that I communicate. And then they subscribe. And then years later, they're still here, right? My guy, Killer, he's been subscribed to my channel, I think, like 5 years. And, you just, certain people, whatever it is that you want to create content for, certain people are going to recognize it and they're going to vibe with you. And if they vibe with you, they hit the subscribe button. Now you're creating a community. You're creating a relationship with the viewer or the listener, right? And that's what I've done here. Like McLaren here, right? My guy McLaren, F1 race. He is a subscriber of one of my best friends, who's one of my personal training clients. He has almost 2 million subscribers on YouTube, right? He would never really want to tell you how much he's making every month from that, but it's a nice chunk of change.
What is he talking about? What is he doing?
So what he does is he repairs MacBooks, right? So I'll show you his channel right quick. So you get an idea. All right, so check this out, right? This is my friend Louis Rossman, right? I teach MacBook component level logic board repair from a common sense, every man's perspective. I try to make it seem viable and entertaining, right? So basically what he does is he records himself or he streams himself fixing people's MacBooks. He charges people a lot less money than Apple for these repairs.
Okay.
So what he wants to do is he wants to show people that they can fix their own stuff and they should have the right to fix their own stuff,
I'm with you.
right?
Okay.
But these companies are trying to create technology and create products that you don't really own. They want to control who repairs it. They want to control how long it works so that you have to buy another one, right? And what he's saying is, no, you don't have to spend $800 for a repair that should only cost $200. Or if I teach you how to do it, you can do it your goddamn self.
Plus he's gonna have viewers on that because they saving money.
Right.
Learn how to do stuff.
1.7 million subscribers, right? I have like 860, right? Because I haven't like really found the thing that people like really vibe with, and because like I don't get a lot of views, the algorithm doesn't help me.
Okay.
But he's done what he's needed to do, and also he's an activist. There's a movement called a political movement, Right to Repair, and that is basically trying to restore your rights as a consumer to own the things that control what you own. And what a lot of these companies are trying to do is they'll take your money when you buy something, but then they want to control how you use it and what you do with it. Like, how is it mine if I paid for it if you control it? That don't make any sense. So he's basically, going around the country talking to people, talking to legislators, talking to all kinds of politicians, talking to lobbyists, talking to regular ass people, right? And just saying, like, we need more support for this because our rights as Americans are being eroded. And it's not cool, right? And that's what he found on YouTube to do. They got guys that review cars on YouTube. They got guys that talk about science.
All right, let me back this up. So I go on YouTube from my phone.
You could. And then you can record a video. You can record content and then post it.
How do I start it up from my phone again?
You go. You just go like. So right now I'm in the YouTube app. Let me go home. Right. There's this plus button. I can create a short. I can upload a video. So you can record a video on your phone, and then, like you see, that there are 5 home shorts, which are like videos that are like a minute long, right? Library, which is like videos you've watched in the past and things like that. content from like subscribers, but this one in the middle, this plus sign, you can create a short video real quick, or you can upload a video you've already recorded on your phone, right? So if I wanted to upload a video and I allow access, right? I have like some videos that I've had on my phone for a long time,
Okay.
like clients, showing clients like how to move properly, deadlift, things of that nature, right?
Okay.
If I wanted to, I can just tap on that and it just get uploaded to my channel. And then you can tell your friends, hey, I'll upload the video, check this out. And as more people watch it, the computer algorithms recognize that people are watching it, and then they'll start recommending videos for other people to watch it. If they think that your content matches with somebody else's interests. And then if they like you, just say, hey, if you like what's going on here, subscribe. They subscribe, you get more subscribers, then you get more viewers. That draws more people.
So it's really about creating an idea.
And you need to figure out what your idea is. That for you. You just need to figure out what your idea is. 1 second. I thought I was going to be streaming for a lot less than this, but 1 second. Thank you very, very much for hanging out with me. I may be out here driving later on, or I may be on Call of Duty, so watch out. Thank everybody for coming through. And I'll see you on TSP. And I might do a Filthy Casual MMA watch party tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll let you know the details of that. But until next time.